Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Dr. Rick here. And I'm out moving around. I'm actually going to hit the gym this morning before I get my day started. And I just wanted to drop a word of love and encouragement to those of you. And while so many people see the holidays as a time of festive activity and fun and joy, there are many who see it as a place of dark and dreary memories and changes. There's so much that we need to be mindful of when we are dealing with people during the holidays, anytime, but definitely during the holidays. I want to encourage any of you who are going through some things, man. There's some people out there really going through it right now. And I don't want to start naming people and then don't name them all and someone feel left out. But I'm thinking about a lot of people going through it, from health issues to having lost a loved one, to the fear of losing a loved one, financial issues, so many different things that can sort of weigh on you and take away the joy of this season. And for those of you, first and foremost, let me say this, for those of you who don't really get into the commercialized element and component of the holidays, I'm one. I still take time like this as a day of Thanksgiving. Well, I wake up every day thankful, and with great reason too. But today is a day to be thankful. Be thankful for the family. Be thankful for the people, even if they see things differently than you. This is not a day to become rigid and dogmatic about your life philosophies. This is a day to love on other people and to reflect on the blessings and the growth and the things that will happen in your life despite the bad things. Let me tell you, the holidays have been traditionally, historically horrible for me since my 25th birthday. Thanksgiving of 1992, I lost my grandfather, who was my adoptive father. So I lost my pops, my little model for manhood, the person who poured wisdom into me that I'm still gleaning from. I lost him, and life has never been the same for me. So when I'm counseling people on grief, one of the things I never say is time heals all wounds, because it does not. Time teaches you to manage. Time gives you adaptability. But when you lose something that significant, the scar remains. And that's okay. That's life. Life shapes you. The scars give character. But the holidays haven't been good, man. Just in the last couple of years. This time last year, I had my family had just laid my younger brother to rest. This year, we just laid my mom to rest. Some other things have happened over the last couple of years during the holiday season. And it's been that way, just like, I get into it, and I get into the people who are into it, and I make it through it every year. I don't spend a lot of time walking around dreary, but it's just not a time I look to, because the memories that it brings are memories of loss. But let me tell you something. People ask me, for someone who has had such a difficult time in this period of the year alone, where do you find the impetus or the source of joy and gratefulness and gratitude? And it's in the fact that nothing I've lost left without leaving a deposit in my life. My grandfather deposited and contributed to the man I am. My mom also left so much in the way of legacy and love and sacrifice in ways that very few people will ever know. The thing, my brother was really an encourager in the way that he dealt with his wife, his marriage of almost 30 years, or right at 30 years. And so they all left something, and I can go on. Nothing that I've lost left without leaving a deposit. And I focus on the deposit. I focus on what I have that comes from them. And I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not trying to take away from your pain. I'm not trying to tell you how you need to deal with it. It's your journey to take. But what I want to tell you is, if you can possibly do so, reach within yourself and find that reason that you should be able to smile because of the person whose loss has brought you sorrow, or the fears you're going through, or the financial situations. Something better is coming. If it's a situational thing like finances, relationships, everything has a chance to change. And you have the capacity within you to change. And guess what? That change, that ability to change things is more prevalent when you're in a state of gratitude. But for you that are going through, for you that are unfortunately spending your Thanksgiving in the hospital, for those of you who this weekend will lay someone to rest, or within the last 90 days have laid someone to rest, for those of you who aren't able to post elaborate table settings of all unbelievable and infinite dishes of food because you're struggling financially, I hear you. I hear your spirit. I hear your moanings. I hear your yearnings. I feel your hurt and your pain. Let me tell you, you're still breathing. It's hard. And I can say this because I've been there. I've been there recently. The last few years have kicked my behind, but I tell you what, square your shoulders. Trust God. And I'm not telling you that it's God's plan that this happened to you. I'm not telling you it's God's plan that you're going through hell. I'm telling you sometimes things happen, that it wasn't something you did that caused you to lose a person. And maybe you did. If it was a relationship thing, maybe you didn't. The person that got sick and passed away, the person that was killed in an accident, the person that was murdered. I mean, there's so many people that are out there that are in a place of sorrow right now, and you're trying to find a reason to just get up in the morning. I've been there. I want to tell you that while time does not heal all wounds, it does get better. You learn how to manage the pain. The pain gets smaller, and to the point that it's no longer bigger than you, larger than you, stronger than you, it consuming you, that you're able to tuck it away and, you know, manage it. And that's what makes you stronger. That's what builds endurance. That's what builds fortitude. Well, I was wrong. I'm thinking I'm going to show up to the gym on Thanksgiving and I'm going to have the gym all to myself. Everybody and their mama's here. Anyway, wow. So, but I just wanted to take the time to encourage you. No matter where you're at, no matter what you're going through, no matter how dark it seems, it will get better if you believe it will, if you trust it will, if you lean into God and you don't allow yourself to be consumed. It will get better. I want you to hold on and believe. And I want you to find somebody today. Don't sit up and mull. Don't sit up and feel sorry for yourself. You know, I know it's easy to sit up and just have your oh woe is me pity party. Things are, you know, legitimately screwed up. I get it. Like I said, I'm not talking to you from some platform of perfection, some place that's inoculated from the throes of life. I'm talking to you because, I mean, I've experienced it. But what I tell you is I wake up every day and I thank God. The first words out of my mouth are thank you. The next word out of my mouth is I am grateful. I am grateful for this moment. And everything else just flows. I'm I'm grateful for this moment, because this moment represents something yet done. This moment, when you're in the moment, that's the time that you can create and change things. In that moment, your choices, your decisions, the state of mind you choose today. Are you going to be a victim today? Are you going to be overrun today? Are you going to be downtrodden today? Are you going to sit up and you're going to find a reason to smile? And I'm going to tell you, one of the best ways to find a reason to smile is to get out of your own mess and bless somebody. Bless somebody with a kind word. Bless somebody with a plate. Bless somebody with a hug. Call somebody you haven't called in a while that you may be at odds with, and release them. Tell them you love them. Tell them you forgive them, and release them. That is what I am challenging you to do. Release them. Love on somebody. I promise you, when you love on somebody, it'll give you a reason to smile. It'll lighten the load. It will change the energy. On that note, look, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. I wish you the best. I am hoping that you have an unbelievably awesome day today, no matter what may be happening in your life. On that note, as I always say, I live my life on full, so that when I leave this place, I die on E. Everybody have a remarkable and awesome Thanksgiving Day.